Hello everyone, this is Tony Cashman, the Insightful, and in this video I'm going to talk about Nofap and its relevance, if not importance, if not inspiration, towards my claymation projects. Now, here's the thing, I actually have the idea to even make a claymation about Nofap at some point in the future. It was actually going to be based on a story where a man or a woman happens to have the addiction and to PMO, and they actually don't have to succeed in the end. Maybe most likely they do, but if they do, that tells a story. It could be called something like 90 Days or something like that. Pretty fun. But yeah, the idea of a claymation related to NoFap would actually be on the rise, and I'm not too sure how people might take that because I know most of you approve of this stuff. Some of you are a little skeptical. Some of you have expressed that you didn't always want to see, even like in a capacity, what would NoFap be related to my the future of my channel at any time. But that was just the idea of mixing the two together, was claymation and nofap together. But some of you have expressed that you didn't think it was a smart thing to have nofap on the same channel as claymations, or even nofap in particular. But the way I see it is that literally like everything that comes into my lifestyle is as important about life as my creativity. And I say it, I beat this like a dead horse. I know you like that phrase, but like I tend to say that I don't trust creativity, but basically, it comes down to maybe seeing how I can trust my talents, even if they're not my passions, all the same. But it looks to me that same with the trauma I have with claymation, even though people are encouraging me to do that. People who discourage like nofap, whereas I'm passionate about nofap, that'd be kind of a quick draw of that kind of thing. It's a weird catch 22, isn't it? But I make do. It's not that I only see it that people are not giving me a chance for certain things and giving too much of a chance for others, but it doesn't have to be that way, of course. So one of the biggest things about, because I do tend to know that my lifestyle again is as important as me as my endeavors, even if not the creative ones. It makes sense to me to include NoFap as part of that, because I debated for a while if I was going to include NoFap on the main channel to begin with, and I had times where I uploaded like scripted videos for the alt channels and all that, but NoFap was always on the fence about being on the main channel. It was like going to be here because it was a mandatory part of my lifestyle, and that's why I would rather share that journey than not at all, or not or half the time or whatnot. I shouldn't have to worry people think about that. To be honest with you, but the same way that claymation has happened to be coming back every once in a while, even if I take breaks from it, even if I have a trauma with it that I keep mentioning and people still don't believe me, or people still don't remember that when I say stuff like that, and it comes always comes with a newsflash. Again, projecting when I think about my family friends here, unfortunately, but some of them at least. But the idea comes across that you, or actually me for that matter, I would rather have a way to document my life with no fap that is relevant to claymation. Not obviously there are things that come in a place like this, like the energy thing, the motivation. If I had some stuff like that, discipline, mental clarity, things that would actually help, the things that I get from the journey of nofap that actually would contribute to creation processes and be significant. If I had to ignore that completely, that would not be a good thing. I'd be like, just be like, but not so much of a poke at the people who are like telling me like to not to do enough content on the main channel, but like, or even at all. But hence why I do it on the alt channel every once in a while. But yeah, it does seem to me that if I document nofap, I do face the idea that my creations won't be at their full capacity in terms of sponsorships, and maybe sponsorships, and maybe the overall impact that will have on me as a creator. But that also shows how brave I am as a creator. So it comes from practically who I was at, and I don't think that it's only been about the controversial aspects. I think it's more than that. It's not just if enough was controversial. Claymation is controversial in its own way. It's underrated process. It's not as well known, but you know, yeah. I just want to get on trust that I genuinely wanted to see myself document like both of them in my own ways and have them together. I mentioned both at the same time for a reason. I think it's not just if I do like vlogs about Claymation and Nofap at the same time, which is most likely gonna happen at some point. I think vlog number 4 is on the corner at some point in the future, but I would rather have the best of both worlds. I just wanted to bring that up at the same time. It's nothing like I ever imagined to just slowly grow my channel, even though I don't prioritize growth right now. Technically, I should manifest it if I want to. I should probably want to manifest it at some point, not, regardless of whether I want to or not, just for my own well-being. But if I were to grow the channel based on Claymation and Nofap at the same time, that would be ideal. Everything shouldn't have to be about Nofap, and not everything should have to even be about Claymation. But just if it was such a way where I didn't have to be closed in one way or the other, based on either my passions or talents, then that would be ideal. But I bring both those up in the same light because I want to have open discussion about those things. I really do. I think it's like, I think we shouldn't throw shade on one end. We shouldn't put too much of a spotlight on the other. That's just my idea of that. So thank you guys so much, very much for this, and I'll see you for the vlog number 4.